Hello friends, this is Casey at the Bodie's Homestead, and in today's video I'm doing a garden update. Here is one of our grapevines. This is our purple grapevine, and as you can see we have lots of grapes. Goes all the way up. These can be used, these are seeded, so they're mainly used for making wine. Over here we have a blackberry bush that actually has some of its first blackberries on it, so that's exciting. Here is another grapevine that we planted that we actually thought that died and came back and is doing great. And then over here is our green grapevines, and we have two of them, and they grow up into this mulberry tree. There's tons of grapes on both of these as well. The big tree that you're seeing over there is our apricot tree. We only got about 9 apricots this year, and the birds ate them all. So hopefully we will get more next year. Okay, so here's an update on our trees. This is our pear tree, and as you can see, the pears are coming along quite nicely. And they go all the way up into the tree. This tree here is our pecan tree that we are nursing back to life. I don't believe that it has any good pecans on it right now. When we moved here, all these trees were severely neglected and some of them nearly dead. So we're working on bringing them back. And then out here is our almond tree, and it's doing great. And it's got, as you can see, almonds growing. So yeah, that's the update on our fruit and nut trees. Okay, now we're in the main garden that I'm growing for this year. And over here, first off, we have a pumpkin plant that actually has some pumpkins on it with lots and lots of flowers. It has literally tripled in size. Over here we have another pumpkin plant that also has pumpkins on it. You can see down here, one there, one there. Oh, they're so prickly. Then we have a row here of 3 jalapeno plants that are all flowering. 2 tomatillo plants that are flowering. We actually have some fruit on there as well. They're doing really well. We just clipped them up to the fence, so because they were getting super long. This is a bell pepper that got started a little bit later, so it'll catch up. We're in California, so the growing season's super long. Here's another jalapeno. Here are 2 tomato plants that have a fair amount of tomatoes on them. They're doing awesome. And then back here we have basil. I wasn't sure how this bed was gonna do, and I'm still not sure. All of this stuff was planted late in the season, which is why it's so much smaller than everything else. But honestly, I'm not super stressed. It's kind of just an experiment. But there's 3 tomatoes in the back, 2 peppers and chives in the middle, 2 peppers here up front, and an echinacea. Then over here, we have 2 zucchini plants, which I actually already harvested 1 zucchini off the plant here to the left. Then we have ambrosia melons, which are growing very nicely. Lots of beautiful flowers. Ambrosia melon is one of California's favorite melons. Here we have a pumpkin plant and another pumpkin plant, and those are doing well. This one back here had me worried for a little while, but it's caught up and it's doing nicely. Then in this bed with the uncontrollable grass that I just literally can't get rid of, it's everything's growing okay, so I'm not super upset about it, but it's just this whatever grass is growing in here, I can't. It might be from the soil I had brought in. I'll show you another bed that it's affecting as well. But here we have 2 spaghetti squash plants and 2 sugar pie pumpkins. And then on this back fence here, clipped up are our Ace 55 and Cherokee purple tomatoes. And some have tomatoes, some have flowers, but the row goes all the way down there. And then here in this bed, which so badly needs to be weeded, it always needs to be weeded. The weeds for some reason in this bed are insane, is our asparagus. As you can see, the big feathery, excuse me, the big feathery looking plants are the asparagus, and we're going to get this weeded hopefully before it gets too hot. In this back bed, I have a bunch of herbs. I have lemon verbena, lemon balm, thyme, oregano, and some cilantro that I'm allowing to go to seed. I'm hoping that it will reseed itself for next year. And then on the back wall here in this big long line are all my cucumbers. Okay, I'm going to spin you around here, and I'm going to do a little bit in the middle now. In this bed, I have a sugar pie pumpkin and some strawberry plants. Over here is a blackberry bush and some strawberry plants. Here's one of our boysenberry bushes. It's doing great, nice and healthy. Over here is another little herb bed. I have some dill, rosemary, horehound, and calendula. Up front here, I have 2 honeydew plants. And then over here, I have 2 more zucchini plants. And here is my mint bed that's just absolutely taking over. I have orange, chocolate, and peppermint. Then I have a strawberry bed, which I'm hoping is going to overwinter and give us lots of strawberries next year. Here I have an exploding strawberry bed. In this bed that needs a little weeding, I have 4 watermelon plants, and they're all doing really well. Back here are my new pear trees. I ordered these from Starks Brothers, and so far they're doing really well. They have a little bit of green on them, which makes me super happy. So hopefully they will continue to grow and do well in this area. I did read they are dwarf trees, so I did read they're perfect in those size gallon pots. I believe those are 10-gallon pots. And then over here, I have artichokes. In fact, let me get you close up here. You can see I have an artichoke growing. And then over here, I have a bunch of Jerusalem artichokes. And they are all doing awesome. I cannot wait for them to flower. And then last but not least, our other boysenberry bush, which is also growing absolutely beautifully. Everything in the garden is doing really well. We had a lot of bug damage, and we still have some bug damage, but everything has pretty much caught up and is doing so much better. And I'm so excited and happy about all of it. So that's all for this video. Thank you so much for watching. Please like and subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next one. Bye-bye.